How's everybody doing? This here is Backwoods Billy and Hillbilly Teddy-O. A little mop. We have 7 dogs. This is the smallest one, 8-pound mop that will literally screw with the 75-pound dogs. But anyway, this is the new beer. Well, I should say new. This is a seasonal release, not new. Spring by Smutty Nose, which is their Durty Mud Session Hoppy Brown Ale, which is a lot similar to their old brown dog. Similar to old brown dog. Now this on the bottle says best by 1016, ABV 8.4%. It doesn't tell you the hop, which is 55 IBUs. Now they have a new high alpha hops from Germany, Polaris. They also use Simcoe and Nugget from the U.S. Now, similar to the old brown dog, however, obviously more hoppy. It's going to have more chocolate notes to it and more nutty. So with the old brown dog, you get biscuits, the sweet caramel, and nuttiness to it. A little bit of chocolate. This Pop Top, which I like. I also like the fact it's got a date to use it by, blah, blah, blah. Cap over there. Again, Durty Mud Session Hoppy Brown Ale. It's a spring release beer.
Season.
Whatever. Spring season. So it's released in the spring. And we're going to use an English style. You can use a pub glass for this. They also tell you a brandy sniffer. That's fine. Some of this stuff is true, because you can get a better bouquet from the thing, or a whiff of the aroma. But now with this up front, you get the piney, the grapefruit, slightly floral. You pick up the nutty and biscuit and sweet caramel aromas to this, and you can see it pours more of a dark amber, like if you had a reddish Coca-Cola, like almost like root beer color. Nice thick head. Now part of the thing is the bulb in the glass will form the head. It's English style pub glass, and the lacing is nice and rich in here. Now I've had a few of these. You get the hops up front with this, as well as the caramel, the nuts, and the biscuits. Well, you want some of this? Here, hold on. You'll lick right out of the glass too. What's your opinion? Yeah, I have a 24-year-old border collie, and not in dog years, in human years, that loves beer. When I'm done, I rinse it out, put it in the dog dish, and all the dogs drink it. But they don't get straight beer; they get some watered down beer. But 8.4% alcohol by volume, 55 IBUs. Smutty Nose, Durty Mud Session Hoppy Brown Ale. So basically, what this is, it's sort of like their old brown dog. It's a little more in the nutty and chocolatey flavor, obviously hoppier. And I think this is interesting because it's creative. It actually puts an IPA spin on a brown ale. Now, it says, come visit our brewery and restaurant at our farm in New Hampshire, blah, blah, blah. So it tells you that it's brewed there and that you can go to their farm, where obviously they grow some of their own stuff, which is good. Sierra Nevada does. There's a couple smaller breweries in Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, which we're in the Delmarva Eastern Shore, have similar type programs where if you have a little farm, you can have a little craft brewery going on. Now I'll put the lid back on as we have a few gnats and mosquitoes out, even though we're still in March. And as you can see, very nice lacing on the glass. Mouthfeel on this is going to be on the heavier side. I'd say light heavy. Nice carbonation to it, nice light tan, fluffy head, good head retention, nice lacing. Very rich, and it's, to me, this is a more complex beer because you have the chocolate, the biscuity, the nutty flavor, and it's a little more nutty than the old brown dog, and obviously more hop. You get the pine, the grapefruit, the floral, bittering to this at the end, kind of fish. Also some up front, which is interesting. So this is the Backwoods Billy, 2 thumbs up with Smutty Nose. Spring release, Durty Mud Session Hoppy Brown Ale. Now, this is, when I say spring, it's a seasonal, meaning it comes out in the spring, and it has a date on here. It says, brewing fine beers in New Hampshire since 1994. Make mine Smutty. And there's different logos. Some are cars, blah, 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 on the thing. I got a couple 6-packs of this. I didn't buy a whole case, but it's in my opinion, it's a Backwoods Billy 2 thumbs up. I really like it. I like brown ales to begin with, and I like all beers, but this is interesting that it combines the brown ale with the hoppy characters of an IPA. And I like somebody that's creative. I like somebody that doesn't go overboard and shove a goddamn pine cone up my freaking nose and, you know, blow my taste buds for 20 minutes. Now, there's a brewery on the Eastern Shore. They came out with an IBU IPA. It's now 630 IBUs, which is off the freaking charts. First of all, your taste buds do not taste anything beyond 75 IBUs. So the only thing that this is creating is bullshit buzz. It's only released in their pub, and it creates bullshit demand. They're going to overcharge for the beer. Now, I like the brewery that brewed the beer, which is Dogfish. However, to make something just for the fact of getting the publicity is just bullshit. So I don't like brewers that do that, where the beer has no value to it in my mind, because everybody that's tasted it so far has said basically that it wasn't any bittier than a double IPA. However, it dulled their senses of taste for anywhere between 10 minutes to a half an hour. Most are like 20 minutes, which to me is stupid. Why do you want to taste something where you've nuclear bombed your freaking taste buds? So if you're going to, for example, if I were to drink this beer right now, this would go great with a ribeye steak, a New York strip steak, a hamburger, grilled chicken, seafood. There's not a lot that this wouldn't pair well with. It's got the sweet, nutty, biscuity characters. It also has the hoppiness, so it would do well with the fatty meats. I could roast a whole pig in the woods. We like to roast our whole pig in the woods. Matter of fact, if that freaking rooster don't stop crowing that we have, he might be finding himself a grilled chicken. But we got ourselves some chickens, gonna lay some eggs. Now, all kind of deer in the woods. You got squirrels the size of my little 8-pound dog here, and I'm not bullshitting about that. They're about what? The squirrels here about what, 5 pounds? Muskrats. We got so many oak on my property alone. One of the oaks is going to come. I took a few down. Do the squirrels like me?
No.
Okay. My neighbor's brother-in-law was down yesterday when he's hunting them. I'm like, I don't know how you can't find them. Just like, aren't on my property, I'm shoot them. But I chopped a few of the trees down. Now I don't chop the trees down in the wintertime or fall because that's an asshole. However, not right now. In the later part of the spring, I see no problem with chopping their trees down because they're in it. They will move when you start sawing their tree down. Now, they'll move to a different tree, build a new nest, and it's fine because they've got the material to do so. It's an asshole will cut it down in the winter. Now, the problem with this area is some of these trees lean, as you can see, and we've had trees come out of the ground, what, 200 feet tall plus, just pop out of the ground. Matter of fact, my neighbor had a couple trees that were 200 feet coming out of the ground. But anyway, I digress. I have the Teddy with me again today. Teddy-o. T-E-D-D-Y. Apostrophe O. Hey, is my daddy drunk today? No, but he's buzzed. Anyway, do you like the beer, Ted? What do you think? Is it 2 paws up? Yep, Teddy says 2 paws up. Now, I don't want to give him a lot. He's only 8 pounds, so we don't want to get the Teddy-o splasher. But would the Border Collie drink all this?
Probably.
Would the little Beagle drink all this?
Yes, she would.
Would the 70? Would Frisky drink just a couple of sips of this?
Maybe.
That'd be about it. I have a few lushes in my pack. I don't know about the chickens yet. The rooster would feeling to be a beer drinker. But we had him free range, and for 3 days he wouldn't come inside. His little thing, and he decided to come in when the foxes started looking for him. And he's lucky I got 7 dogs because he might not have made it. We have bald-headed eagles, brown eagles, gold eagles. I'm sorry, chicken hawks. What's the other thing? Possums, weasel, snakes. We got copperhead snakes, right? What's the other thing? The water moccasin, raccoons, and the cats. Well, our cats, even though basically they're outdoor cats that we inherited with the property, I take care of them. I don't know how they came here, but we feed them and water them. They're outdoor cats. However, nothing to do with the beer review. I'm rambling. Shut up. But they could have taken the chicken out, decided not to. However, he does have himself some talons and probably could slice somebody. So he has decided that he would rather be in his little pen than roaming free. But anyway, a couple neighbors that did the chicken. We had owls too that eat them. So all a big deal. Anyways, shit, all that bullshit out. 2 thumbs up on Smutty News.
2 paws up, Ted?
2 paws up.